Hi everyone, and welcome to my Facebook Live today. My name is Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. It's great to have you all here with me today. Thank you so much for being here. Whether or not you are watching live, watching the replay, or perhaps watching on YouTube later on, thank you so much. I have got some quick and easy cards today, well, a quick and easy card today to share with you. So today is Thursday, the 4th of November, and there's a couple of exciting things happening this week with Stampin' Up, so I'll share those with you in a moment. But today is, being a Thursday, I like to do quick and easy cards for you. Especially great for those of you who might be in a hurry, who don't have much time, or those of you who may be new to card making. So I like to try and help you along on your creative journey. So I forgot to turn my notifications off, and I'm getting all these notifications popping up. So while everyone is jumping on, I will just call this up on my iPad. So if you give me a moment, and I'll just bring that up. That way I can see all of your comments there as well. Okay, fantastic. So as you're jumping on, say hi, let me know that you are here. It's always great to craft along with friends. Feel free to bring your projects along as well and craft along with me, or just grab a cuppa, sit back and enjoy what I have for you today. If you like what you see, feel free to give me a thumbs up or some hearts. I always have trouble doing that. Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. I really appreciate those, and it shows me that you like what I'm sharing with you, and I appreciate your support. So if you're watching live today, you will see a red live button up there in the top left hand corner, and you'll know that you're live with me. If you don't see that live button, then you'll know that you are watching on the replay, and if you are watching on YouTube, then it will be the replay over there, because I'm filming this on Facebook. So if you would like to follow me on my other social media channels as well, I will add that to I'll add all of those links to the description of this video. So be sure to look out for those in the description of the video. So we've got a few that are jumping on now that are finding me. Hey Megan, how you going? Great to see you. Hi Debbie, great to have you with us as well. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the comments. So don't think that I'm being rude and looking away. I'm actually just looking down to see the comments. So today is a super exciting day, the 4th of November 2021. So today there is a super special starting with Stampin' Up. So it is this one here. It's called the Start with Savings promotion. During this promotion, you get an amazing discount on the starter kit when you join with Stampin' Up. Now, I would love to welcome you into our team. Our whole team would love to welcome you into our team. We have a very special community. I won't talk too much about it because I do talk a lot about it usually on Mondays as well, and I don't want to take up too much of your time today. I want to try and quickly get into our project, but let me just tell you, at the moment, the starter kit is only $130. Now for that $130, you get to choose $235 worth of product to put into your starter kit. Products of your own choice from any of our current catalogs, or you can choose kits or anything that you find or anything that you like from the online store. You can pop that directly into your starter kit. And you only pay $130. So you're getting $105 for free, plus you're getting free shipping on that starter kit to be sent straight to your door. So that is a super amazing special. Now, if you have got a long wish list, or you love the Stampin' Up products and you are a regular customer, save yourself some money and join today. Now, this promotion will run until the 30th of November, so you do have a little bit of time. But what I was going to say is, oh, it's gone out of my head what I was going to say. It's funny, isn't it? The thoughts, they just have so many thoughts sometimes that sometimes if I have too many thoughts, I lose some of them for a little moment until they come back to me. They'll come back. But yes, I would love to welcome you into our amazing paper craft gems That's the name of my team. We have an amazing team of beautiful, beautiful people. We creatively inspire each other all the time. We get lots of great tips and tricks from each other. Not only that, but you have access to demonstrator only Facebook groups, website, events, early release product, and you get early access to the catalogs as well. Not only that, but once you join Stampin' Up, you will get 20% discount on all of your Stampin' Up products, and you can build that up to 25% as well. So that is awesome. It's like a VIP membership. So you become a VIP of Stampin' Up, and you get all the lurks and perks of a customer, plus additional lurks and perks of being a demonstrator, and you get that amazing discount. So if you would like more information about that, feel free to let me know. I would be happy to answer all of your questions that you do have. But remember, at the moment, the starter kit for joining Stampin' Up is only $130. Now that's Australian dollars. So if you are watching from another country, then you'll have to do the conversion, but that's 130 Australian dollars. Now, if you are watching from another country and you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with already, and you would like some help to find a demonstrator, feel free to reach out to me, because I do know demonstrators in many other countries. So feel free to reach out to me. I can definitely hook you up with a demonstrator in your country. But if you're here in Australia, I would love you to join with me and my team. That would be so awesome. We have a great time together. All right, so feel free to ask me any questions you might have about joining Stampin' Up, and I would be happy to answer those for you. Now there we go. Okay, I was losing the comments on my iPad. I was thinking, where have they gone? And I don't have my laptop set up today too, so all right, Megan said, great today, quiet day at home, getting her novel written. Oh, wow, you're writing a novel. That sounds really interesting, Megan. Awesome. Yes, the starter kit price at the moment is an amazing price for $130 here in Australia. It always is a wonderful price, but to have it reduced, and let me just say too, that having a reduction on the price of the starter kit doesn't happen very often. In fact, I think since I've been a demonstrator, this might be the first time. Sometimes there's other specials and things like that, but a reduction on the actual starter price, the getting started price, that doesn't happen very often. So it's great saving. Yes, that's right. I do know. Yes, Megan joined 10 years ago purely for the demonstrator discount, and she said it's the best thing that she ever did. That's awesome to get that feedback. Yes, and I did the same thing too. 5 years ago, I joined to get the discount. After a little while, I decided I wanted to do a little bit more with it, but you certainly don't have to. You can just join just for the discount. You don't have to sell to anybody if you don't want to. You can just purchase the products for yourself. There's no lock-in period, so you can, if after being with Stampin' Up for a little while, you decide that it's not really for you, that's not a problem. There's no exit penalties or anything like that. You just stop ordering as a demonstrator and go back to being a customer. But if you do join now, you'll be guaranteed of that 20% discount until the end of April 2022. So you've got all of that time to enjoy that discount, and then if you choose to stay on, then you can continue to enjoy that discount. So ask me any questions that you might have about that. All right. Oh, Megan said that the discount on the starter kit has only happened once before in the 10 years that she has been a demonstrator. So there you go. It's a very, very special promotion at the moment. So be sure to jump on board with that one while you can, and save yourself some money. So yeah, so you get to choose $235 worth of product to put into your starter kit, and you are still only paying $130. So who wouldn't want $105 worth of free product and free shipping, and then get your discount? I would. If I wasn't already a demonstrator, I would join now. The other thing is too, on Monday on my Facebook Live, I was sharing that we had the release, which was coming up on the Tuesday, so the day after. Sorry, I've got a little itchy nose. I was cuddling our puppy not long before I went live, which probably isn't the best thing to do because I am a little bit allergic. She got clipped yesterday. She went to the groomer and she had a big haircut, and she looks like a puppy again now, and she's so tiny. She was so big and fluffy. We thought, oh my goodness, this dog is putting on too much weight. She's going to be really unhealthy. But in fact, it was actually all fur. Now she's this tiny little skinny thing with really long legs. But she's really cute. I'll have to post up some photos of her since her haircut. Anyway, getting back to the 2nd of November, we had the release of the beautiful Eden's Garden products. Now, I apologize, the colors are a bit washed out in this. We need a new printer, so it didn't print out the best. But we have the stamp sets and dies. You can purchase them individually or save yourself 10% and purchase them as a bundle. We have the gorgeous designer series paper. We've got beautiful cotton paper, which is a really soft, lightweight paper. We've got the beautiful gems, or you can purchase the whole collection of products. Now that whole collection is $144 usually to get all of those products together. Now you can pop those in your starter kit and only pay $130. Then you'll still have another $91 left to put in your starter kit of other products. So how awesome is that? If you love this one and the Eden's Garden products are on your wish list, pop them in a starter kit because you'll be saving a whole heap of money on that and the other products that you pop into your starter kit as well. But they are gorgeous. If you missed the cards that I created using those products, and I did, I showed all the products in person as well, in person on camera, both Mondays just gone. So Mondays, this Monday just gone and the previous Monday as well. So you'll find my videos, check them out, and you'll be able to see those beautiful projects and all those beautiful products. So take a look at those, and if you love them, pop them in your starter kit if you're not already a demonstrator. If you are a demonstrator, you might already have them because we were able to get them already last month. So I've had mine for a little while, but you can get your amazing demonstrator discount on those products. All right. Megan said she's just putting in an order for some more of the designer series paper and the cotton paper. She loves the Eden Garden set. Yeah, and she's going to play with it today. Awesome. Beautiful. Today here in Sydney is a little bit dreary. It's raining today and it's cooled down quite significantly, so it's a great day to be crafting today. All right, well, how about we get on to some crafting? If you've got any questions, there's anything that I can help you with, feel free to get in contact with me. I will put all of my links in the description of the video, as I said before. Hi, Kelly, how you going? I just saw a message pop up from you. I didn't quite catch it, but I'll check it later, because I forgot to turn my notifications off. So I'm getting all my notifications coming through too. And I saw there was a message. Oh, it was that your catalogs just arrived. Yay! That was really quick. That's awesome. Oh, you'll have a fun day today, Kelly. I am very good. Thank you so much. Yes, I am well. I was just saying it's raining down here in Sydney today. So it's a great day for crafting. All right. Well, let's get on to some crafting and I'll show you what I have got to share with you today. So I like to try and keep my Thursday Facebook Lives a little bit shorter and do some quick and easy projects. Now I'm just looking for my, oh there it is, my little washi tape to cover up my camera so that I don't make you all dizzy when I tip it down to the desk. So I just found it. So I'll cover up the camera, I'll tip it down to the desk and we'll get started. So bear with me for one moment. Here we go. All right, let's flip those cameras and I'll adjust my stand. Tighten that all back up. Okay. There we go. Right. So let's see. Ah, look how nice and straight I got it today. Amazing. First try today. All right, so I have got down here how you can find my online store, and I'll tell you a little bit about that just quickly before we get started. So any of the products that I'm showing you today, if you are looking for those and you would like to shop with me, feel free to go to my online store. So you can find that two ways. The first way is via my blog, which is mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. There's lots of other things there on my blog as well. There is also a link to join Stampin' Up! If you would like to take part in the special joining offer that we have at the moment, which, let me remind you, is this one here, the Start With Savings promotion. So you can click on that joining link, and that will take you through to my joining page there, and you can join up straight away with me right there. And you'll find that button at the top of my blog. So when you go to my blog, mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com, you'll find a join button there. You'll also find a shop button. You can click on that and go through to my online store if you are looking for products. There's also information there about my technique club, and I have some tutorials there for purchase as well. You'll see another button there for that as well. So feel free to check out my blog. I've got some creative inspiration there. You'll see some posts on there, and then you can click on more to see more. I've got digital copies there, or PDF copies there of the catalogs. So check it out there. You can also go to my website, which is mandywitherby.stampinup.net, and you will find a joining and shopping link there as well. Also, all of my upcoming classes to the end of the year and events. If you're shopping with me, be sure to use my host code. This is my November 2021 host code. Each month there is a new host code, but all orders over $50, when you use this host code, I will send you a lovely thank you gift for shopping with me. Alrighty, so today let me show you what we are going to be playing with. So we're going to be playing with some products from the mini catalogue today. And I am going to open up my mini catalogue to show you on pages 44 and 45, we have the gorgeous Blackberry Beauty Suite. Now this is such a beautiful, beautiful suite. This is one of my favorites out of this catalogue, and just so gorgeous. So much you can do with these products. There's some great samples in here as well, so you can copy some of those samples, or of course you can come up with your own designs. So there are in this suite, we've got the stamp set and the dies. You can purchase them individually or as a bundle. We've got the gorgeous gold Shimmer Vellum, the Blackberry Beauty Ephemera Pack, the gold 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter Shimmer Ribbon, which is absolutely beautiful, and the beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. Now, if you love all of those products and you want the entire suite, you can use one code, which is this one here, and purchase them as a bundle, as a collection, I should say. Now, one thing is, at the moment, we've got a couple of the products from this suite on back order, so you can't get, you can't use the bundle, the collection code right at the moment, because we've got the ribbon, which is on back order, and we've also got the Ephemera Pack, which is on back order at the moment, but all the other products are available. Okay, so, but just to let you know, if you were purchasing any of the bundles or the collections or the suites in the catalogue, check the price of the whole suite if you like them in any of the catalogues, the annual catalogue or the mini catalogue, because you check out the price there, because most of them are going to be under $235, and you can pop them in your starter kit and only pay $130 for your starter kit, and then you'll probably have extra to be able to pop into your starter kit, because you can choose up to $235. So consider that as you are thinking about products to purchase. All right, we also have our beautiful annual catalogue. Now I've had mine, I took mine to our local stationers, which is Officeworks here near me, and I had mine spiral bound because I'm using mine every day pretty much, and so it just makes it easier for me. And I have a clear plastic cover on mine. Of course they don't come with those, it just comes with an ordinary glued binding, as any sort of magazine type booklet does come. But you have got so many beautiful products in here. You've got stamps, lots and lots and lots of stamps, with lots and lots of sample projects that you can case, copy and selectively edit, or you can use them as inspiration to create your own projects. Now in the back of the catalogue, you've then got all of your accessories. So you've got your inks, you've got your whole color swatch here of all of the color collections on pages 122 and 123. You've got all of the colors there, and it shows you that you can get them in cardstock, classic Stampin' pads, classic Stampin' refill, ink refills, and most of the colors come in Stampin' blends, but there are a few that don't. So you'll see where there's a blank, you'll know that they don't come, the Stampin' blends don't come in those. So there's lots and lots of things in here, and then we've got extra paper basics. We've got all of our designer series papers, we've got dies, we've got punches, we've got embellishments and ribbons. So much in this catalogue. So if you don't already have this catalogue, and there's indexes at the back, we've got embossing folders too, die cutting machines, all your tools, your adhesives, everything you need is in this catalogue. So as I said, on my blog I do have a PDF copy of this catalogue if you don't have it, but if you would like a hard copy, I like to have a hard copy, because as you see, I like to browse through, mark the things that I like, etc. Let me know, because I'd love to send you a copy of our current catalogues. All right, so let me show you the gorgeous products we're going to be playing with today, and let's start off with the stamp set. So the Beauty of Tomorrow Cling stamp set is just gorgeous. So many beautiful sentiments in here, and some beautiful focal images as well. Really beautiful. Now there are a set of dies that coordinate with this. As I said, I haven't pulled them out because we're not using them today. We're just going to be focusing on the stamp set and the ribbon, but I just thought I would show you the other products as well, except I forgot to pull out the dies. So that's the stamp set. We also do have the Ephemera Pack. Now the Ephemera Pack is on back order at the moment. They are due in soon though, so while they are on back order, you can still pop them in an order, and Stampin' Up will send them to you when they become available. So they just might not come with the rest of your order. So the rest of your order will be shipped to you, and then whatever is on back order, they will ship when it comes in. But these are gorgeous. As you can see, we've pulled out a few of the pieces, but you've got all of these little pieces, and these just all pop out, and you can use them to embellish your project. So you've got tags, you've got labels, you've got beautiful gold images that you can pop out and use them as embellishments for your cards. You've got tags, more labels. Look at this one, this beautiful big owl. So there's 2 sheets of each one of those, and yeah, and they're really, really gorgeous. So yeah, so think about those ones too. And as I said, you can still pop them in your order, and you can see we've popped out some here already that we've been using. Popped out the frame from this one, and actually we've only got 1 sheet left of this one because we've already used quite a few of those, but some of the frame pieces in here that I've popped out are actually from this one too. All right, so yeah, so you can still order it at the moment. However, it might not come to you straight away with the rest of your order. It might come a little bit later. So that's the Blackberry Beauty Ephemera Pack. We've also got the gorgeous ribbon, the Shimmer Ribbon. Now this one is on back order at the moment too, but I think, I didn't check this morning, but yesterday it was looking like it was probably going to go unorderable very soon, because the back order numbers that they had were already quite high, and they do have a threshold. So if you want this one, you can try to order it, see if you can get it popped into your order, but if not, then just keep checking back on the online store to see when it becomes available again. But this is really beautiful, and it's quite a soft ribbon as well. We're going to be using some of that today. And let me show you the beautiful paper. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. Where is it now? Here we go. So really, really beautiful paper. And this is another great one to have in your stash. Oh, that one doesn't belong. I don't know how that one got in there. That's from a different paper pack. But these papers, they've got the gold foil. You can see that shimmering there. And you can see we've been using ours. So it's, when I say we, I'm talking about my daughter Amber and I, because Amber helps me in my craft room, and she also has her own projects that she does as well. So we kind of share the supplies. So here we've got all these beautiful papers that you can see, and they're just gorgeous, and the owl features on some of these as well. And we've got beautiful oak leaves, or acorns actually. These have got little acorns on them. So you can see all these gorgeous, gorgeous papers. But I just love the colours in this and that gold foil. This one is fantastic too. It comes, so each one comes in A4 sheets, and this is duplicated on the other side as well. So it's like a mirror image. And then you can cut it in half, and then you can cut each of these panels into 3, so you can get 6 card front panels. And everything is already beautifully done for you. All you would need to do is add a sentiment. You can add a little bit of ribbon and bling if you want to, but all you would need to do is add a sentiment, pop that onto a card base, and you've already got a beautiful card there. So there you go. So I just wanted to quickly show you those gorgeous papers. Oh, that's the reverse side of that one there. And of course they're all, I'm not sure if I've shown you, oh there you go, there's a full piece of that one I just showed you. And then you've got the reverse sides too. So I think I showed you the reverse sides of some of them on the other side, but maybe not all. So you kind of get the idea anyway, how beautiful they are. So look out for those ones. And they are currently available. Whoops. Oh, got all these cut pieces going everywhere. Okie dokie. So pop that over there. Now in this suite there is also the very beautiful gold 12 by 12 Shimmer Vellum. So I'll just quickly open this and show you. Sorry, I should have had this open ready to show you. This is the gold Shimmer Vellum. Now hopefully the lights here will pick up on the shimmer there in that beautiful vellum. So this is a vellum. It's a heavyweight vellum, so it is sort of opaque. You can kind of see through it, but it's quite a heavyweight vellum. But this is really beautiful with that gold shimmer. So that is part of the suite as well, and that is currently available too. So I was going to show you this beautiful card. This isn't the one that we're making, but I'll quickly show you an idea using some of those products. This is a beautiful card that was sent to me by my beautiful friend Jo from Melbourne. And she sent this to me a little while ago as, yeah, just as a bit of encouragement and just to say hi, which was really beautiful of her. But here Jo has used the beautiful designer series paper. She's got some plain vellum here, and then she's used some of that gold shimmer vellum there also. She's done a bit of stamping, and she's used some of the dies there as well for those oak leaves and the beautiful sentiment. Isn't that beautiful? So thank you so much for that beautiful card, Jo. It has been sitting up on my display shelf, but it's so gorgeous. But I just thought I'd show that today because that is some of the products from this suite that we're going to be using today. So there you go. All right, now let me show you what we are going to be creating today. So I'll just need to bring down my little tub a little bit closer to me. So the card we are creating today is this one here. It's a nice, quick, easy card. Great for if you are new to stamping. It's a really simple design to copy. So let me show you how we're going to create this one today. So I've already pulled out the stamps ready to use that I'll be using today. Now we are using an additional item today that is not from the suite, and it's this punch here. And this is the double oval punch. I love this one because you've got the plain oval, and then you've got the scalloped oval as well. So you can use them together as I have here, or you can use them individually, but very versatile and great for your sentiments. So I'll show you how we do that. We've got two colors of inks that we're using today. We're using Cinnamon Cider and Blackberry Bliss. So nice and easy. We are also using some metallic pearls for a little bit of bling, because I do love bling. I like ribbon and bling on all of my projects, or most of my projects. Occasionally I do some without, but most of my projects do have ribbon and bling. All right, so they are the additional items that we're going to be adding. So let me pop this to the side and I will give you all of the measurements for this project so that if you want to create this at home, you'll be able to do that. Okay, so first of all, here is all of the pieces that you need. So there's not too many pieces in this one. I'll just get out the rest of those stamps. I didn't finish taking them all out of my little tub here. There we go. Okay, so we have, start with our base. So we have a base of Rich Razzleberry, and this measures, so this is half of an A4 sheet, okay? So this measures 21 centimeters by 14.85 centimeters, and it's scored and folded at 10.5, which is basically half the sheet. Okay, so very easy to just fold that over and score it in half. Then I do take my bone folder. So this is my Stampin' Up bone folder. You can find this in the annual catalogue or under tools on my website, my online store. And then this is great just to run along the folded edge of your cardstock, flip it over, do the other side as well. And that gives you a really nice creased edge along there and helps your card to sit down as flat as possible. Okay, so that's our base. We've then got a matte layer. We call this a matte layer, which is Blackberry Bliss. And this one measures 8.9 centimeters by 13.25 centimeters. We've then got our piece that we're going to stamp on. Now this is very vanilla. At the moment, our basic white cardstock is out of stock. We're hoping that will be available again really soon. So we do have thick basic white that is available at the moment, but it is getting low. So if you need any white cardstock, jump on board with that and order some thick basic white cardstock, or you can use the vanilla as well. The vanilla is available. So we've got very vanilla in the regular and also in the thick. So today we're using very vanilla, and this is 8.5 centimeters by 12.85 centimeters. And then for our sentiment label, we are going to stamp and punch these out. So we've got two little pieces here. We've got a very vanilla piece, which is 8.5 by 3.5 centimeters, and our Blackberry Bliss piece, which is 8.5 by 4 centimeters. And then we've got our gorgeous gold shimmer ribbon, and this is a piece of that measures 20 centimeters. Okay, all right, so we are going to be doing a little bit of stamping. So we're going to take our card base, we're going to be stamping on our card base today, and our large piece of Very Vanilla, and our sentiment piece of Very Vanilla, and all the other pieces will pop to the side for the moment. Now when I'm doing stamping, I like to use some of the small grid paper underneath me, or sometimes I use the large grid paper, just so that, actually I was going to start with the sentiment first, so that if I stamp off the paper, I'm not getting that on my desktop. We're going to be starting with some Blackberry Bliss, and we're going to start with stamping our sentiment. So we are using the sentiment, I'm Here For You. So we're just going to ink that up. So we're just going to take that to our ink pad, and we're going to go tap, tap, tap. We don't want to press our stamp into our ink, because if we press it into our ink, we get excess ink smudged all around the side. And sometimes when you're stamping, that can come off onto your cardstock. So we just do a light tap, 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 and we're going to stamp that down. I'm putting it in the center there because I'm going to be cutting the oval around that. Okay. And I'll just tap that off. Oh, Megan said her Blackberry Bliss ink pad is so juicy that it goes everywhere. Oh, what you can do, Megan, if you have a spare bone folder, say an old one that is a little bit dirty, or if you have a plastic spoon that you can throw out or keep specifically for this purpose, what you can do is you can scrape, very gently scrape the surface of your ink pad, and what that will do is all of that ink that is sitting on the surface, it'll push it down into your ink pad, and then it won't be too juicy to use. So give that a try, see if that helps. But yeah, I keep an old bone folder specially just for that, and you just scrape it along the surface a few times, and it just doesn't remove the ink, or you will get a little bit of ink on your bone folder, but it actually pushes the ink down deeper into the ink pad, so you haven't got too much sitting on the surface. So give that a try and see how that will go. And then you just clean either your plastic spoon or your bone folder with a baby wipe, or run it under the tap and give it a bit of a clean. So, you're welcome. I'm glad that you found that tip useful. All right, so now we've got our sentiments stamped. I'll pop that to the side for a moment. We'll do all of our stamping. We'll come back in and we'll punch that in a moment. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp our background on here. So what we're going to do is we are going to be using this beautiful sentiment stamp as a background. This says, the changing of leaves remind us that the new wonders are just around the corner. Sorry, reminds us that new wonders are just around the corner. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to use this as a background stamp today. And again, we're going to be using that Blackberry Bliss. So I just closed that. I need to reopen that. Sorry, I'm just going to check if I have missed any comments. Let me just see. Oh, Kelly said, oh, she loves it. Oh, awesome. And Megan said she loves the Blackberry Beauty, and I just reminded her that she needs to get this. Awesome. Well, hopefully this will give you some more ideas for using it too. So that is really awesome. Sorry, I've been missing a few comments because they don't stay up on my screen anymore. They always go away. So I've always got to tap my screen to bring them back up. Oh, Megan said she was able to order the bundle. Yep, so the stamp set and the dies, and a couple of things on back order. Yes, so the Ephemera Pack and the ribbon are currently on back order, but you should be able to still pop them in your order. They'll just come a little bit later when the stocks have come in. And unfortunately, the things that are on back order, it's because of the all the global shipping issues at the moment with COVID. It's made things very difficult. So yeah, so there are some things that are on back order. All right, so we are just going to stamp this around the border basically, and you can change it up a little bit so that you don't have, you can either have it as a repeating pattern, or you can change it up. Oops, I didn't press firmly enough just right there. That's okay. So it doesn't matter where you stamp it here. I'm trying not to overlap the sentiments if I can. Doesn't matter if they overlap a little bit, but because we're going to be placing down another piece over the top of this, it doesn't matter if it's not quite right. There we go. Okay. So we've got that stamped all around the corner. You can fill that in if you want to in the middle, but you don't really need to because we're going to be covering that part up anyway. We just basically need to see it around the border. So that now gives us a beautiful background on that cardstock. So I love that we can use our stamps as backgrounds as well. And I've just gone tone on tone. So I've used Blackberry Bliss ink on Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And you can still see the ink. You can see it deeper there, but that's just a tone on tone effect. All right, we'll stamp off the excess ink on our grid paper and we'll use our Simply Chamois. So if you were just getting started with stamping, the Simply Chamois is a great cleaning tool to use. You just simply add water to it. You wring it out as you would a car chamois, only it's much thicker. And it cleans your stamps beautifully. The only type of ink it doesn't clean with is Stays-On ink, because Stays-On ink is a solvent-based ink, so you do need a special cleaner for that one. which I thought I might craft with that in a week or two to show you how to use the Stays On ink, because it's works a little bit differently to our water-based inks. Okay, so that's that one. So we pop that one to the side now. And now let's get to our other stamping. So we'll bring that Blackberry Bliss back in. Keep on calling it Blackberry Beauty, but that's the suite. All right, and we are going to take this beautiful big floral image here, or leafy sort of image, this plant, and we're going to stamp this a couple of times. Now, because this one is almost the same size as, well, actually it's quite close to the size of the ink pad, it will just fit on the ink pad. But if you have a large stamp that is bigger than your ink pad, what you can do is turn your stamp upside down, so the stamped surface facing up. Turn your ink pad upside down and take your ink pad to your stamp and just very gently tap, tap, tap a few times. That way you'll be able to see too if you've got a good coverage of ink. There we go. And then we are going to stamp this down here. We're going to have it going off a little bit to the side, like so. So hold that there for a few moments, give a nice firm press, but try not to rock your stamp. If you rock your stamp, you might smudge it or get excess ink around the edges, and you certainly do not want that. All right, so let's do that again. So that's our first stamped image. We're going to do that again. And this time, we're going to stamp off the page, and we're just going to stamp the top of the plant over on this side here. Now you see why I need grid paper underneath me. There you go. Okay, so we've got those first two stamped images. So we'll give this one a clean. Now this color of ink, the Blackberry Bliss, is a strong pigment. So you want to make sure that you clean these stamps straight away so that they don't become stained from that ink. So give them a good clean. There we go, beautiful. Okay, right, so now we've finished doing all of our stamping with the Blackberry Bliss. We can pop that away. We're going to bring in a little bit of cinnamon cider now. And we'll bring back this piece. Now we are going to use the smaller foliage stamp, and I'm going to be doing just a little bit of fill. Okay, so tap, tap, tap. Just doing a little bit of fill in here, and they are going to overlap, and that's okay. And one more down here for good measure. There we go. And this one I didn't, as you can see, I didn't push quite as hard, so it's become a little bit lighter, but that's okay. That's another effect you can actually do. You can even stamp twice. So if you stamped one image full strength, or as we call it, first generation, then you can stamp another, without re-inking your stamp, you can stamp again, and that will give you a second generation lighter color. So it's another way of getting different colors and tones using the same ink, and yeah, utilizing your ink. Okay, oh, we need that still for the bird actually. All right, so I'll clean this one, and then we're going to stamp the beautiful bird. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to stamp a bird flying up here. So I'll ink that up. I'll check this one, make sure I've got that nicely inked. And we're going to stamp the bird up here, flying in from the side there. There we go, beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous, that bird? Love that bird stamp, it's so gorgeous. All right, so that's it for our stamping. That's how quick and easy it is. Nice and clean again. All right, so now we can put everything together. Well, actually, we've got to do some punching first, haven't we? So we've got those pieces all done. We're going to bring in our sentiment label and our small piece of Blackberry Bliss, and we're going to do some punching. So, well, actually, you know what? I just realized I said before that I did Blackberry Bliss on Blackberry Bliss. I did Blackberry Bliss on Rich Razzleberry. I just realized when I pulled this one out, I'm like, hang on a minute, I said the wrong color. The darker one, the darker purple, that is the Rich Razzle, the Blackberry Bliss. The one that's slightly lighter, this one is Rich Razzleberry. Okay, so just to correct myself. All right, so with our punches, they do store flat, so they have a special locking mechanism on the back to close them and lock them in place so that you can store them flat, then you can stack them, and it saves a bit of space. So to unlock them, you just hold it together, slide the latch up and then release, and it will pop it open, and then you're ready to punch. So I always like to turn mine upside down so I can see where I am punching. I'm going to line up my sentiment label in there and try and get that straight and in the middle. There we go. There we go, punch. All right, so we've got our sentiment there. And now let's punch a scallop. There's our scallop. There we go. So that's as easy as that is. And then when we've finished using our punch, I'll just squeeze that together to close it. So you can see there, I've squeezed that together, and then just slide that latch and it holds it locked in place. So now that can go back on my shelf. Okay. Right. I didn't get all my adhesive down off my shelf today. Let me grab that. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere these two pieces together. So when you are using, you can use any adhesive you like to. I like to use the multi-purpose liquid glue when I'm adhering labels like this together that nest inside of each other, because it gives me a chance to line them up, because that liquid glue doesn't dry super fast, dries fairly quickly, but not too super fast. But because it's liquid, gives me a little bit of wiggle room or wiggle time to move that sentiment around if I need to line that up. And that's lined up pretty well. So we'll give that a nice firm press now. There we go. All right, and for the rest of the layers, I'm just going to use my, let's use today some tear and tape. I'll show you how to use the tear and tape, because the tear and tape is really easy to use. I love using my Stampin' Seal. I find it really quick and easy, but sometimes if you're new to crafting, it can take a little bit more getting used to, whereas tear and tape, it's just tape, it's just double-sided, and it's really easy to use it. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to, it's got a paper coating on one side which protects it, so it's not sticky on this side yet because we've got the paper there still, but it is sticky on the side that's on the roll. So I'm just going to lay down a little bit of tear and tape along there. Now, it, as the name says, it does tear, so you can tear the tape like that. I'm a bit of a tape cutter though. I've always preferred to cut my tape. So I'm going to cut that. There we go. I keep a special pair of scissors. It's an old blunt pair of scissors that I have, and I keep that specifically just for cutting tape, because over time they can get a little bit sticky, and so then I just give them a bit of clean with a bit of eucalyptus oil, and then give them a little bit of a wash so that that eucalyptus oil doesn't get onto your cardstock. So there we go. So now we've got the tear and tape on there. It's not sticky yet, as you can see. So just press that on firmly. Okay, make sure that's pressed on firmly. Now we're going to just use our nail, or you can use a tool. If you've got a take your pick tool, you can use the pokey end of the take your pick tool to get the corner of that tape up. And then you're just going to remove the backing paper from that tear and tape. Okay, so we'll do that on all of the pieces of tape. If you have trouble getting the backing paper off, just make sure that it's pressed down firmly so that the tape sticks to your cardstock, and then that way the backing paper will come off much more easily. Okay, so now we're going to put that onto our Blackberry Bliss layer. So we'll just line that up, and we've got a lovely 2mm border around the edges. So we'll line that up. Usually when I use tear and tape, I actually only take one piece off at a time when I'm layering up like this, because I get it crooked like I just did. I did get that a little bit crooked. That's okay. We won't worry too much about it. Yeah, so I usually like to just take the first top part off, then I adhere it down, and then I sneak under there and pull the rest of the pieces off. But that's okay. That's all right. All right, so we're going to mount this up onto some Stampin Dimensionals. So Stampin Dimensionals are a 3D adhesive foam, and it just pops your piece up a little bit. So it just gives a little bit more interest to your project. And yeah, I just love Stampin Dimensionals. I use them on most of my projects, actually. Don't think there's many projects that I don't use them on. Again, they're double-sided as well, like the tape. So we just remove those backing papers. So I like to stab them with my piercing tool. I find that's a really easy way, or you can use just your nails. You can just pick them off with your nails. They will come off fairly easily. There we go. Okay, and then this layer is going onto our card base. So we're just going to pop that up. So this is just a really simple layout you can use for any of your projects, but it's a nice, quick and easy one. There you go. And now you've got a little bit of dimension there. It just lifts that up off the card base. Okay, now with our ribbon, what we're going to do is we're going to double our ribbon over, and we're going to attach that to the back of our sentiment label. And we're going to use, now you can use the tear and tape again for that, which let's keep on with that theme and use some more tear and tape. Or you could use glue dots. I love using glue dots for my ribbon as well. Glue dots are fantastic for ribbon. But I'll just use the tear and tape for this one. There we go, and just remove those backings. All right, now that is sticky, so we don't want to put that face down just yet. So we're going to double our ribbon over like so. Okay. So we're going to have that doubled over like so. And then we're going to pop our sentiment, whoop, hang on, it's stuck to my finger. We're going to pop our sentiment down on top of that ribbon. Let's get that lined up. Pop that down like so. There we go. Okay, so we've created a little bit of a tail there. Then what we can do is we can trim up those ends. So I'll bring in my other sharp scissors now, and we're just going to angle those ends there like so. Okay, get rid of all these extra little fibers and mess that I just created. Oh, I just saw your message, your comment there, Amber. Yes, the cardstock is rich raspberry. I did correct myself. Sorry, I hadn't seen your message. Yeah, I said the wrong thing the first time. Okay, so now we're going to pop this up onto dimensionals as well. So we'll turn that over, bring back in our dimensionals, and we'll pop a couple of dimensionals on the back there of our sentiment label. Let's do 3 just for good measure. Actually, let's go 4. Let's go all out and we'll do 4. There we go. And we will remove those backings again from our dimensionals. And we're going to pop that down onto our card up here like so. Make sure I get that straight. I need to go over a little bit more to the side, I think. I think I've got it a bit too centered there. Go over to the side a little bit more. Is that straight? Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad. It's hard to tell when it's on an oval. There we go. Great. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is add some of our bling. Oh, Megan said she can't tie bows in ribbon at all. Oh, well, there you go. There's another idea for you then, Megan. You don't have to tie bows then. There's lots of other ways you can use your ribbon without tying bows. All right, so the metallic pearls, they come in the silver and the gold in the pack, which is awesome. And you get lots and lots and lots of them. Actually, does it tell us how many? You get 242. So divide that by 2, and that's how many you get of each color. So what's that? 121. Is that right? Was it 242? Yeah, 121 of each color. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? And then you can just pop these wherever you like to fill in some of that blank space. Now we want a little bit of white space on this card too, so we don't want to fill it all in everywhere. So I'm just popping them. Let's pop it down here. So when you're putting down embellishments, it's always a great idea to have an odd number. So 3, 5, 7. It's just more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, apparently. So in the creative world. So there we go. So that is our project finished. So yeah, so I've got 3, and you can see how they kind of form a bit of a triangle. Well, they usually will anyway, because there's 3. So that's how we kind of place them. I'm leaving this over here as white space because it is great to have white space sometimes on our cards. We don't need to fill up everything on the card. We don't want it to look too cluttered. So there you go. So there is our finished project. And there's the first one there. So what do you think? Do you like that? Let's see what else. Yes, Megan says she has separate scissors for everything from tape, ribbon, cardstock, etc. Yes. Yep. I have a separate pair for my cardstock and ribbon as well. Megan says she likes ribbon but think that the sentiment would look okay without it too. Yeah, it certainly could. If you didn't have the ribbon, that was okay. You could just put the sentiment on there as well. So if you go to place an order for this ribbon and it's not available, don't worry, you can still add it. You might even like to add some of the pearls to the sentiment label as well to add a little bit more bling to that. Or you could put the pearls, if you didn't have the ribbon, you could put the pearls up here more to fill in that blank a little bit more up there and to add a little bit of bling up there too. So yeah, certainly something that you could do. All right, so there you go. So there is our project for today. Nice and quick and easy. So I hope that you liked that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera back up so that I can say goodbye to you face to face, and also too so that you can ask me any last final questions that you might have. So bear with me one moment. I'll cover up the camera and I will do a little flippity flip. Here we go. Oh, that one's a bit tight and squeaky. All right. Adjust my lights. Oh, better flip those cameras back or we'll be on the roof. There we go. Don't want to be on the roof, do we? I have the blood rushing to my head if I do that. There we go. All righty. So we are back face to face. So thank you all so much for being here today. So let's hold up the little project. Oops, wrong side. This side, that's the one. That's where we want it. So I hope you really like that one today. It's really pretty, isn't it? I love this suite. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the purples of the Blackberry Bliss and the Rich Raspberry are just beautiful. They're sort of ready purples, aren't they? They're burgundy, almost burgundy. They're like plummy sort of colours. Yeah, plummy sort of colours. I love those colours. They're just gorgeous. So there you go. So there's a nice, quick and easy card for you that you can make using this suite. So I hope that gave you some more ideas, that you don't need to do anything complicated with your card making. You can do quick and simple projects like this and still have them beautiful, and anybody would appreciate that card and would really be thankful for that. So there you go. So is there any questions that anybody has for me? Anything that you would like to know? Anything that I forgot to mention? So remember, today we have got I've just popped everything down on top of it now. Remember, from today, the 4th of November 2021, we have got our Start with Savings promotion, which is our joining promotion. And you can join Stampin' Up and become part of my awesome creative community when you purchase the starter kit. And it's reduced at the moment to $130 but you get to choose $235 worth of product to put into that starter kit. So you're getting $105 worth of free product. So that is awesome. That's an awesome saving. Plus you'll get free shipping, and then you'll get 20% discount on all of your future purchases as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Now, when we join Stampin' Up!, we are called a demonstrator, but it doesn't mean that you need to demonstrate product. So please don't be concerned about that. Some people hear that word demonstrator and they get freaked out and they think, oh my goodness, I'm not going to demonstrate products. I don't want to do that. It's okay. Relax. You don't have to. You can just purchase the products for yourself and enjoy that beautiful discount. Yes, and you can still get all of the lurks and perks of being a demonstrator. Well, I don't know that they're lurks. Are they lurks? I don't know. I think the word lurks has sort of a negative sound to it. Perks though, definitely get perks. Definitely get perks and lots of advantages of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It's amazing. And we have such a wonderful community, not only in my team, but in the wider community of Stampin' Up! It's one big family, and it's really amazing. I've met so many beautiful people from all around the world, and you can do that too. So if you have any more questions about that, please feel free to get in contact with me. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia, I would love to look after you. So please feel free to contact me. I'll put all my links in the description of this video, both here on Facebook and on YouTube when I upload it to YouTube. So you'll be able to get in contact with me and follow me on my social media channels. Now also too, if you are not subscribed already to my newsletter, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter so that I can keep you up to date with all of the goings on, all of the Stampin' Up! Things that are coming up, all the new releases, the promotions, the specials, also too about my classes if you're interested in my classes and you'd like to see what I'm doing, as well as I do put in there my projects as well for some creative inspiration. So you can do that. You can subscribe to my newsletter by going to my blog, mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. There it is there. And up the top on the right hand side, you'll see subscribe to my newsletter. You'll see an image banner there. You can click on that and that'll take you straight through to the subscription page for my newsletter. Now you can opt out of that at any time as well, so don't feel that you're locked in forever. If you decide that you're not enjoying the content that I'm giving you, that's fine. You can opt out again without a problem. So, all right, well, I will leave it there. I hope you all have a great rest of the week. We've only got a couple more days, and a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I hope that you all get a little bit of crafting in there as well. So have a great time, everybody. Take care. I look forward to seeing you again next Monday at 4 p.m. here on my business page for another live, or again next Thursday morning at 11 a.m. if you're available then too. That's Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, as I always say, happy crafting, everyone. Bye.